Yeah, Mango Fuzz.
Here I am in the classroom with Mango Fuzz.
Hello.
Is it Fuzz or Fuzz?
It's Fuzz.
Fuzz. Okay, Mango Fuzz. Okay, Mango Fuzz, you've set up a small vocal PA. Let's have a little look at it. The mic's in position on the stands. Yeah, the stands look okay. Somebody came along and sorted your stands out. They were horrendous to start with, where they had something pointing out the bottom and the actual legs weren't quite on the floor as they should be, yeah? So I don't know who did that, who rectified them.
I'm not sure.
Nobody? Was it the stand fairy?
I stopped to pay.
Brilliant, thank you, Jazz.
Yes, Jazz.
So a singer intervened, thank you. Okay, so what have we got? You could argue, yeah, that's
There's a little bit of
around.
cable management.
That one's sort of doing its own thing. This bothers me.
Yeah.
This is quite horrendous. This is looking okay, but let's have a look here. That's a bit taut. Look at that. That's going to break that lead at some point. What I find is the most concerning here is look at the width of that. Now, if I come along and I just shoulder charge that, that's going to go over. It's going to hurt someone. So when you look at the actual width of a speaker, think of the actual width of the legs opening to be wider than the actual speaker that they're holding. Consider that health and safety, yeah? Much more difficult to push over. You want, obviously, your safety and the audience's safety. That's fine. You've set that up. And you were correct, Jake, when you said about monitor out, which you've done on here. You've got your speak-ons connected, you've got your mains, you've used one extension lead to service the monitor, one for the PA, all coming out of one socket, which is great. What about over here, Aaron? That lead was sort of having a bit of a bad day, wasn't it? What about on the floor? You're playing guitar, you trip over it, speaker falls over.
Oh yeah,
You've got that stuff.
And then I realised I plugged the cables into it.
Oh, I like that, yeah. Okay, a bit of an afterthought, but it's the right thought. So people, let me ask you a few questions. You've got a mic that's connected.
Yeah.
What lead is connected to the mic?
An XLR.
Where's it going?
It's going into the PA.
What end of the XLR is going into the mic?
The female.
Yes, okay, cool. What is this lead called? Connecting? Speak on, yeah? What's special about the speak on lead?
It's got a lock. It's locking.
Yeah, why do you think it locks?
Because it can't just randomly get pulled out, basically.
What's the kind of the main cause of it working itself free, do you think?
Standing on leads. I don't know.
What about this sort of sound?
Vibration.
Vibration?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Vibration.
Ow! So, you've got that plugged into a desk. It took you a little while to sort out getting it from the monitor and the front of house.
Yeah.
But have you worked out now the fact that there's two different functions on that power desk? You look for main mix being in front of house, you look for monitor clearly being the monitor, and they've got independent levels there. You could talk about the problem solving aspect of it. How are you going to remedy that being a problem or being a potential risk? This speaker definitely increase the width of the legs at the base, tidy the leads up, you don't want any trip hazards there. And the rest of it, I think sort of generally you need to allow a bit more room on stage if you're going to have a drum kit and cabs, etc. there. But pretty good, and you did it in a pretty good time, team spirit, you worked well. There was no incorrect plugging of leads, which we have had so far today. I've had the blue lead into the monitor from that speaker plugged into the monitor. I've had as well the blue lead into that monitor plugged into the back of the power desk. You could write about those things, even though you've not done them yourself. You could put down these could be potential problems if somebody wires it incorrectly. Now, if you're wiring it from the speaker out, you're clearly not going to get monitor then, are you? So you could write about that if you want. You could write about how you remedied getting the sound out of this. It took a little while to get that, but what was it that was going wrong? Was it the connectivity, the levels down?
Yeah, it was like we switched it from like channel 2 to input 3, and then it worked.
And it worked, so we got a problem with channel 2, perhaps. It might just need some circuit spray. I mean, some of the things that you'll encounter when you're setting this sort of stuff up, if something doesn't switch on, there's much more chance, rather than the unit being faulty, that it's probably the mains. Could be the wall mains, it could be a fuse in the plug or something like that, which you want to kind of remedy. If it's all on and there's no sound coming out, like with this, it's more likely to be this cable, the XLR, than it is the mic itself. So swap those, and you can include that sort of thing in the potential problems you might overcome as a band, yeah? Cool. Can you do me one last thing?
Yeah.
Strip it all down again and put it where you found it. Thanks.
Yeah.